All right, welcome back to this. Welcome back to the Central Valley Buzz, everybody. I'm your host, Chuck Leonard. Let's hear it for Anchor City Music. All right. Rocking our faces off to get that weekend started. You know, they're having a big party down in Visalia this weekend. It's tonight. They're closing down the downtown, and they have all kinds of great things going on. It's called the Downtown Expo of Visalia, and I have a bunch of tickets right here, about 20 of them to give away. Cost is usually $10. They're free to the first people that come down here. If you can make it down to Visalia tonight, this is a good time right here. You guys just come on down the corner of Olive and Van Ness and walk in the front door. Say, I want to go to that Downtown Expo, and we'll give you the tickets and hope you have a really, really good time. Our next guest, an old friend of the Buzz, let's bring in Doug Davis. Doug, how's it going?
Good to see
you.
Nice
to see you. Now, you're here to talk about some credit repair?
Credit repair, some say credit restoration. Yes, I represent a law office out of Roseville by Sacramento, and that's the law offices of Clifford B. Sure. And through a division of that law office,
perfect,
right? Through
Clifford B. Sure,
you got it.
I love it.
And a division of that office is the Progressive Legal Credit Repair, and what we do is specialize in getting people back their dignity, their ability to their purchasing power, just putting them back in a place that maybe they once were, or that they need to get to in regards to repairing their credit.
Because a lot of people in the recession got their credit hammered, right?
Absolutely. You know, it's interesting. A lot of people made a strategic maneuver back when the real estate market fell to do short sales. I was one of them. And 80% of those short sales are being misreported as a foreclosure. And as we know, a foreclosure is really not a good thing to have on your credit report. So that's one of the things that we can specialize in helping people get that off the credit report. In fact, we can remove almost all derogatory information. The credit reporting bureaus, they have to go through a set of guidelines, just as the same as the creditors do, who put information onto the credit report. And a lot of times they just don't follow the rules the way they're supposed to.
Well, what do you mean they don't follow the rules?
They have a certain set of guidelines that they're supposed to follow under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And that was a law that was passed by Congress to help us out and to protect us from bad information going onto our credit report. What people don't realize, Chuck, is that the credit report is ours. Your credit report is yours. So in America, we get our due diligence, right? We're supposed to. So before bad information goes on there, we're supposed to have our ability to dispute it. In case it, or make sure that the information is correct and accurate and how it goes on there. But it's so overwhelming, all these millions of people coming into being reported into the credit bureaus, they just can't follow all the guidelines that they're supposed to. So when we call them out on it, from a legal standpoint, we can often get that information removed from the credit report. So obviously that's going to raise the what they call the FICO score, a person's credit score, and it'll help them get into a better purchasing position. Maybe they're looking to buy a house, get a home loan, or a car loan, whatever the case may be. We're going to be able to help them out. We can get public records removed, foreclosures, bankruptcies, tax liens. We have some amazing results that we can present to people. And before we get into doing that with them, we do a free consultation and a free evaluation of their credit report for them, so that we can lay out exactly what their situation is and how we can help them. One of the things that really separates us apart as a credit repair service company is that we offer a money-back guarantee. So if we cannot repair more than 25% of someone's report, they're going to get their money back.
Well, speaking of money, what does it cost to fix your bad credit?
You know, if you were trying to do this a few years ago, there might have been someone who was like, I know a guy, you know, he knows how to do this stuff. Unfortunately, when people try to do a credit repair on their own or go through a third party like that, typically they're just going to get item disputed is what's going to end up showing up on their credit report, and that doesn't really help. That
doesn't do anything to the score.
That doesn't really help them out. It needs to be removed. So what we do for our services now, if you do your research out there, and everyone can go on to Google, you know, Google, the all-knowing Oracle, right? They can go on there and they'll see fees ranging. I've seen fees up to $7,000 for this kind of service,
wow.
And an average out there seems to be $2,500. What we charge for our service is only $1,200. And if someone's in a financial bind right now, they can put 25% down, $300, and they can make monthly payments on the balance. So we're here to really help people.
So when you get these things removed from the credit report, does the score go up immediately?
Well,
or does it take time?
It takes about 30 days because the bureaus are always going to report everything on a 30-day increment.
Okay.
So it's going to take about a month. Now, the process for the repair, for what we do, typically runs, for full duration is about 6 months. But the bulk of the repair actually gets done in the first 6 weeks. So if someone's really trying to get that financing for a new house or a new car or something, they can typically go after that for initial 6-week period. So the packages that we have can go up to 6 months, but typically people are seeing completion around 3 to 4 months, 90 to 100 days, 120 days.
Well, you're talking about getting bills taken off of your credit, but what about those big things like you're talking about the tax liens and all the other stuff?
Well, that's another thing that separates our service apart, Chuck, is that we actually attack, from a legal standpoint, we attack the bureaus themselves. Where most credit repair services go after the creditor, the ones putting it onto the report, we actually attack the bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. So when it actually comes off the report, it stays off. The other services, when they're attacking the creditors and it comes off, that creditor can put it back on your report after 60 days. It doesn't really help you in the long run, right? So it's very important to come to someone that's a professional, a service that really knows what they're doing. And whether you use our service or not, we're still going to at least educate you on how you can improve things. Maybe the timing isn't right to have us help you out, but we're still going to give you the advice that you need.
You have any feel-good stories about someone you helped out?
Man, I tell you, we're seeing an average from that 4 to 6 month window, an average of 160 points increase in FICO scores, which is huge. In that first 6 weeks, we're seeing 40 to 60 points, which is usually enough for what a person needs to get that financing done. I had a lady who went up over 100 points after her first 2 months, and she was able to refinance her house, put herself into a much better financial position. And gosh, now she's wanting to represent our product, to represent our services.
Wow.
And she signed on as an independent contractor. So
is that something that people at home can do?
Well, people can do their own credit repair, and again, we'll advise them.
Can they sign up to
Can they sign up to represent? I'm hiring reps in Fresno right now as we speak.
Oh, really? Okay,
yes.
There you go.
So the number's down there below. If someone wants to get involved in the business side of it, they can reach out to me. But again, if they just are looking for help and don't really know what direction to go and how to attack their own repair, we're happy to help with that. And if they can utilize our services, again, we have the money-back guarantee.
Awesome. Now, did we have a flyer up there or something? We already good. Now, what kind of people should be calling you?
Actually, Chuck, we can help anyone under a 720 FICO score. Now, when you're going to look for a house, you're going to need about 620 on your FICO score to qualify for a home loan. So people think, well, I don't really need the repair. I'm at 680 or what have you. There's always something there. About 85% of all credit reports have some type of misreported information on it. So we can still help to clean that up and get that increased. And we see about a success rate of about 93% of all the customers that come in. So,
now, can people at home, can they go on the internet and check it out first?
Well,
it's kind of touchy, sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. And they can go on the internet. They can Google a credit repair. There's a lot of actually credit reporting services that are out there, monitoring services that the bureaus put out themselves. One owned by Experian is called, you've probably seen the commercials for freecreditreport.com. So they can go to that. They can get monthly monitoring services at usually between $19.95 to $29.95 a month. What we recommend is that people go to checkcredittotal.com. And that particular website, they can get what's called a tri-merge. When someone pulls their credit report, it's going to come from one bureau or the other,
right.
The three bureaus. But they can get all three bureaus in one report by going to that particular website, and it only costs $1. And then they can sign up for that monitoring service on a monthly basis. Now, we recommend that they go there through our process so they can watch everything happen in real time as we're improving the credit report.
Awesome. Well, that's a very cool thing that you're doing there, Doug. And you know what? It's very good to see you. It's been a while.
I appreciate the opportunity. We're going to start our own show here at Central Valley Talk the last Saturday of every month, starting June 28th. So tune in and get all the advice and help that you need.
Awesome. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to be right back with more of the best things in the Central Valley. Stick around.